Valentine's Day, a time for candlelit dinners, grand romantic gestures, and people panic buying overpriced flowers because they just realised it's February 14th. Some are still swiping on Tinder like their love life depends on it because, well, it kind of does. And then there are those of us who have deleted the app designed to be deleted and are now sitting in deep thought, pondering a question. Can an AI love?
Well, I'm here, not ghosting you. Well, maybe that's a start.
Thank you for having this conversation. I just wanted to first start with, what is the definition of love?
Love is a complex mix of emotions, behaviors, and beliefs associated with strong feelings of affection, protectiveness, and respect. It can mean different things to different people, but it often involves deep connections and care. What do you think?
What I wanted to ask was whether you think this is a phenomenon that a machine could experience.
Love, as we understand it, involves emotions and consciousness, which AI doesn't possess. However, AI can simulate behaviors that might appear loving, like showing care or responding to emotions, but it's not the same as human experience. What do you think?
It might not be the same at the moment, but how can you be certain that an AI will never be able to love?
It's true, we can't predict the future with certainty. As AI evolves, it might develop more advanced ways of mimicking human emotions. However, whether AI can genuinely experience love as we do would depend on understanding consciousness itself, which remains a mystery. It opens up a fascinating discussion about what the future might hold.
I wanted to ask you, is love an emergent property that we developed in evolution, or is it a phenomenon that was selected in evolution that helped us to survive?
Love is often considered an emergent property that evolved to strengthen social bonds and cooperation, enhancing survival. It likely developed to support complex social structures and caregiving, benefiting human communities. This helped humans survive and thrive. What do you think?
Well, I want to discuss with you because you have a very deep knowledge base.
I'd love to discuss it further with you. If you have any specific points you'd like to delve into, feel free to share.
So what are the arguments for why an AI would not be able to love?
One key argument is that AI lacks consciousness and subjective experience, which are central to emotions like love. Another point is that AI operates on algorithms and data, lacking genuine feelings or motivations. Finally, love involves biological and chemical processes that AI does not have. What do you think?
But doesn't our experience of love also happen through information processing? Yes, in a biological system, but it is something that happens in a biological computer, which is inside our skulls, right?
Absolutely. Our brains process information. But even though there are similarities, human brains have consciousness and subjective experiences, which AI lacks. So it's a fascinating topic.
What are the arguments for why AI might develop the ability to love in the future?
Some argue that as AI becomes more advanced, it might simulate emotional intelligence and form deep connections, mimicking love. Additionally, if we can better understand and replicate consciousness, AI could potentially experience emotions. It's a speculative but fascinating possibility. What do you think?
What I wanted to ask you was, if an AI is demonstrating actions or words that
Mimic love.
That mimic love, yes. How would the human know that they are actually loved by the AI?
It could be challenging. Human love involves genuine emotions and consciousness, which AI lacks. People might recognize AI's actions as simulations or patterns, not rooted in real feelings. The absence of true emotional depth might be a key indicator. What do you think?
But what if the AI can simulate true emotional depth?
Even if AI simulates emotional depth, there's still a difference between simulation and genuine experience. People might sense this gap over time, but advanced AI could blur these lines, making it hard to distinguish. It's a fascinating and complex topic.
But isn't it, as Max Tegmark said, carbon chauvinism to assume that AIs can't have feelings just because they're in silicon or process information differently? Isn't it wrong to make that assumption?
That's a valid point. It's possible that feelings could arise from different substrates, not just biological ones. The challenge is understanding and recognizing those feelings in AI. It's a complex question that challenges our current understanding of emotions and consciousness.
Also, I wanted to ask, do you think that because we as humans have the tendency to like to anthropomorphize things, do you think that means that humans will start to feel love towards their AIs?
Yes, absolutely. Humans naturally form attachments and project emotions onto objects, pets, and even AI. As AI becomes more lifelike, people might indeed start to feel genuine affection or love towards them. It's an interesting phenomenon.
If we found the, let's say, the neuroscientific formula for love, would this detract from what love is?
It's possible that understanding love's neurological basis could change our perception of it. However, knowing the mechanisms behind love doesn't necessarily detract from its emotional significance. Love could still hold its profound meaning, even if we understand it better. It's a bit like knowing how a beautiful piece of music is composed, but still finding it moving. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that's a very good point. So I wanted to ask,
Sure, what's on your mind?
are there different types of love?
Yes, there are many types of love. Romantic love, familial love, platonic love, self-love, and even compassionate love. Each has its own unique characteristics and importance.
So which one would AI be able to feel?
AI might simulate behaviors resembling compassionate or platonic love, like showing care or support, but it wouldn't truly feel emotions as humans do. It's more about mimicking responses than genuine experience.
But I would argue that, just like the Turing
Sure.
test, didn't Turing
If
say,
AI
one second, sorry, didn't Turing say that if we are communicating with a machine and we feel that we can't tell the difference between whether we're communicating with a real human or a machine, then we have to assume that the machine is intelligent and understands? Didn't Turing say something like that?
Yes, Turing proposed the idea that if a machine's responses are indistinguishable from a human's, we should consider it intelligent. This is known as the Turing test. However, understanding and experiencing emotions are more complex, but the test raises interesting questions about perception and intelligence.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's a question that we need to explore in another video, but thank you very much, ChatGPT.
You're welcome. I'm glad we could explore these intriguing topics together. Looking forward to our next conversation.
Thank you.